All right, good morning, students. Good morning, students. How many of you were here last week? So, what was our lesson about last week? English sound patterns. During the class, we were taught the difference between sounds and letters in the English language. We talked about the difference between phonetics and phonology. Can someone remind us about what we said concerning the difference between phonetics and phonology? Someone who was in class. What do we say constitutes the difference between phonetics and phonology? Okay.
The general sound.
Yes, the difference between phonetics and phonology. Another person. We said that phonetics and phonology are terms used to define the study of speech sounds, and the sound systems, but that phonetics studies the sounds and the sound patterns of different languages generally, whereas phonology studies the sound system of a particular language. Then we also talked about segmental and non-segmental features. I want someone to give me the difference between segmental and non-segmental features. In the study of the sound system or the sound patterns of a language, we have segmental and non-segmental features. What is the difference between segmental and non-segmental features? Yes. Okay. Segmental features can be isolated and studied individually, whereas non-segmental features cannot be isolated and studied individually, but studied in group, as a group. The example of segmental feature is vowel or consonant. Example of non-segmental features or supra-segmental features: stress, intonation, accent. Then we started considering the segmental features by looking at the vowel. So how many vowels do we have in the English language? 25 including triphthongs. 20 excluding triphthongs. Okay? The vowels are broadly divided into how many groups? 3 groups. The first one is called monophthongs. The second one is called diphthongs. And the third one is called triphthongs. So after that, we now decided to dwell on the monophthongs. Another name for monophthongs is what? Pure vowels. That's correct. How many pure vowels do we have in the English language? Why do we call them pure vowels? One person. Yeah.
Because they are not combined with any other sound.
They are not combined with any other sound. They are pure. Because they are not combined with any other sound. That's correct. So we have 12 pure vowels or monophthongs in English. Why do we call them monophthongs? Because they are single sounds. Okay? Pure because they are not combined with any other vowel, any other sound. Okay? So if you are asked to define a vowel, what will you say? If you are asked to define a vowel, what will you say? One person, we don't need chorus. If you are asked to define a vowel, what will you say? Okay, what's the question I asked? Huh? I didn't get you. So what was the question? Meaning of vowels. What does vowels? There's no obstruction in the vocal lips when you are pronouncing the vowel. Vowel is a sound pronounced without any obstruction in the vocal lips. So you have freedom when you are pronouncing the vowels. You don't have any obstruction in the vocal lips. That's the definition of a vowel, a sound that can be pronounced without any obstruction in the vocal lips. Okay, so we were talking about monophthongs. I want someone to give us the characteristics, the features of monophthongs. Give us the features of monophthongs that you were taught last week. Now, normally what you do is you revise your notes before the class. Like yesterday was Sunday, when you came back from church, you would have sat down. You know that you have JSS today or JST today. So what you would do would be to revise the notes before coming to class, so that when I ask questions, you don't go back flipping. Doesn't mean you learned anything. You're probably cheating. Okay? But if you have revised your notes, you will say, what are the features of monophthongs? You will answer. Right? So at least you mention one that you know. Okay? What's your name? Roslyn. All right. Monophthongs come in short and long sounds. The long sounds are denoted with double dots in front of them. The short sounds do not have any dots in front of them, right? That's very good. So another feature of the monophthongs. Yes? Yeah, the guy. The guy. What's your name? Monophthongs are conventionally numbered. Beautiful. Monophthongs are conventionally numbered. Right? From vowel number 1 to vowel number 12. Another one. Another one. Okay, the lady in the middle. Yeah, so you didn't hear us. Someone has mentioned that point. Monophthongs are conventionally numbered. That point was made. Okay? So, today we move on to diphthongs. Diphthongs are called impure vowels. Diphthongs are called impure vowels. Because they are made up of two different sounds combined as one. Diphthongs, as the name suggests, from D, that's two. So diphthongs are vowel sounds made up of two different sounds combined as one. So they are not pronounced as two sounds but one, but two sounds coming together as one. That's how you look at it. Please take note of this. They are not two sounds, but two sounds combined as one sound. That's diphthongs. So you don't pronounce them as two separate sounds. For instance, if you have this as your diphthongs, you do not say R-O. That's two sounds, but you pronounce it as one. That's how you do it. Is you pronounce the first sound while your tongue glides towards the second sound. That's what makes it one. So don't say R-O, you say ow. That makes it one sound. Ow. Ow. Right? So that's how it is. You don't say R-O. That's why it is not two. If it was two sounds, we would have said R-O. But since it is one, you pronounce the first sound and your tongue glides towards the second sound. Just take note of that. We have 8 diphthongs in the English language. I already said that we have 8 diphthongs in the English language. We have 8 diphthongs in the English language. Okay, so we are now studying phonology because we are studying the sound system of the English language. Alright? All that we are saying might not apply to another language. Say Bibio. Alright? Say French. So this is phonology. If we were studying phonetics, then we would have mentioned different languages and their sound systems. But because we are paying attention to one language, in a particular language, that's phonology. The study of the sound system in a particular language is phonology. So let us list the 8 diphthongs that we have in English. We have A. We have L. We have I. We have ow. We have oi. We have ear. We have ue. And we have a. Diphthongs are not conventionally numbered. So diphthongs are not conventionally numbered, so you can rest, right? Only monophthongs are conventionally numbered. So everybody, A, L, I, ow, oi, ear, ue, So those are the 8 diphthongs in the English language. So you could say that in the first sound, we have the combination of vowel number 3 and vowel number 2, right? Good. But you don't say A-E, you say A. Alright? You can have it in the words like way. Alright? Day. In words like say. Alright? But not in said. Because this is said. Don't be deceived. Somebody in exam they may just bring this word. Alright? Because it has AI to deceive you. It is said. I said that. So it's one of the, English, as I said, there has exceptions, strange rules that you need to know them specifically. You don't apply the rules to all cases. Alright? So you have it in pray, you have it in paid, shape, shame, you have it in crate, wait. So you have way. Everybody say way. Day. Say. Pray. Pray. Page. Shape. Shame. Crate. Wait. So, and there are so many examples in the English language. Okay? Then, this is L. That's British, L. But the American will say O, but in British, L. You have in word like elge. You have in word like grow. You have in word like belge. Tail. Sow. Fell. Or Pell. P-O-L-E. You have one like curled. You have a word like sell. So how about it? You have in a word like road. So then I you can have in a word like sky. Please note where the sound occurs, because that's where we underline. And when you are given a word, the first thing you need to do is to pronounce it first. When you pronounce the word first, you will know where the sound is. Alright? So this is sky. This is the letter, but this is the sound. This is the letter, but this is the sound. Okay? You have it in dry or why or even cry. Okay? You have it in high. You have it in tie. T-I-E, tie. You have it in try. You have it in pie. You have it in slight. You have it in lie or lies. You have it in white. So everybody, for L, you have eld. It was eld. Go. Belled. Told. Sold. Pell. Curl. Sell. Road. Okay? I was in the road when I saw the accident. Okay? And then this one is I. This is sky. Dry. Why. Cry. High. Tie. Try. Pie. Slight. Lie. Lies. White. Then you have owl. Having cow. Okay? Having town. In down. Having crowd. Having loud. Having spouse. Having proud. Having doubts. Doubts. You have in pound. Okay, so owl, cow, like cow, town, down, proud, loud, spouse, proud, doubt, pound. Then you have oil, having boy, having destroy, having coil, still boy, having soil or boil, or coil. Then you have ear, ear. You have it in ear. Have it in peer. Have it in steer. Have it in fear. You have it in rear. You have it in tear as a verb. Okay, so for I, you have boy. If I say boy, destroy, coy, coy, as when someone is shy. Then boy, boy, that's what you wear so that you will float in water. You have soil, boil, coil. And then for ear, you have ear, peer, steer, fear, rear, tear as a verb, alright? As a verb, it is tear, right? But as a noun, it is tear. Sorry, as a verb. It is as a verb that you have tear. So as this will be as a noun. Okay? Tear as a noun. Tear as a noun, not as a verb. That's if you said there's a tear on my dress as a noun. There's a tear on my dress. There's a tear on my dress. So as a noun, not as a verb. There's a tear on my dress, but as a verb, it's tear. Okay, so we'll talk about that when we get there. So what we have here is ear, here, steer, fear, rear, tear as a noun, Then you have where. Okay. So you have it in queer, pure, and sure. You mean this one? Is that okay? So this is square, pure, sure. Are you sure? Not are you sure? Are you sure? Sure. Pure. Square. Can I have it in tour, not tall. Tour. Okay, then this one is a. So as a verb, it is tear. Tear. Don't tear my dress. Don't tear my dress. Okay, so I'll take this up. This is where. From te, the example continues up where your dress. All right. You have it in there. You have it in fair, or even fair, or chair, or pay. You also have it in prayer, not prayer, but prayer. So he said, let's bow our heads in prayer. Let's bow our heads in prayer. Right? Not let's bow our heads in prayer. Okay? Let's bow our heads in prayer. Let us move on to triphthongs. Now we have 5 triphthongs in the English language. We have 5 triphthongs in the English language. 5. Triphthongs are 3 vowel sounds combined as one. Triphthongs are 3 vowel sounds combined as one sound. We have 5 triphthongs in English. We have 5 triphthongs in English. You have I. You have A. You have Oi. You have Awe. And then you have A. Ewe. 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 So we have I, A, Oi, Awe, and Ewe. So what you notice is that you have this first diphthongs followed by the schwa sound. The schwa sound that you have in father, mother, sister, stranger, officer. So you now first of all pronounce the diphthongs, and then your tongue glides towards the schwa sound, the vowel number 12. So I, A, Ow, and L. So there are 5. Okay? So let's take it together. I, A, A, Oi, Oi, Ow, Ow, Oh, Ewe, Ewe, Ewe. Okay, good. So let's just find some words. Can have higher. Can have wire. All right. Wire. I need to buy wire. Tired. You have inspire. So you have higher, wire, tired, inspire, retire. Right? Okay, so if you aspire to acquire the desire you admire and you fire and it backfires, don't retire to aspire, but refer to acquire the desire you admire. Everybody, one go. If you very good. So we are simply saying don't give up in rhythmic language. We are using rhythmic language to say never give up. We have A. Say, like soothsayer or layer. You have it here. Peia. Ceia, leia, peia. You have oye. Oye. You have in destroyer. Okay? So, destroyer. Destroyer. Okay, we'll think of more examples there. Then you have hour. Like an hour. Hour. Yeah, because there's no H. It's just hour, the way it is. Can have it in tower. And then ewe. Can have it in lower or grower. Let us move to the consonants. The consonant sounds in English. We have 24 consonant sounds in English. So I was saying this is in pen, in pen, then in ben, then in ten, then indeed, deed. This is in kite. This is in go. This is in church. This is in jump or judge. This is in fan. This is in van. This is TH, your tongue in between your teeth. Your tongue in between your teeth. So you have thought, 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 thought. It was a thought, thought, think, think, think. Your tongue in between your teeth whenever you say that letter. Thought, think, right? So that is the consonant sound. This is voiced, whereas this is voiceless. Alright, we'll talk about that right away. So you find in though, you still put your tongue in between your teeth. Though. In sing, in sing. Z, in zoo. Sh, in ship. Then j, in pleasure. Then in house. In man. In noun. In ink. In lorry. In road. Yeah, in you. Then woo in win. So those are the 24 consonant sounds. So we have 3 levels which we use in the description of consonant sounds. We have 3 levels in the description of consonant sounds. The first level is the state of the glottis. The state of the glottis. The state of the glottis. In the description of consonant sounds, you have to consider the state of the glottis. Number 2, place of articulation. Place of articulation. Place or point of articulation. And 3, manner of articulation. Manner of articulation. So we'll take the state of the glottis first. We'll take the state of the glottis first. Under the state of the glottis, we consider what happens in the larynx. We consider what happens in the larynx during the pronunciation of consonant sounds. Remember that consonant sounds are those sounds consonant sounds are those sounds that are pronounced with some level of obstruction in the vocal lips. Consonant sounds are those sounds that are pronounced with some level of obstruction in the vocal lips. So in all the sounds that we've made, you could say that you won't have freedom in the vocal lips. Like whether I want to say pen, there's obstruction. Or bend, there's still obstruction in. Okay? So the state of the glottis, we consider what happens in the larynx during the pronunciation of a consonant sound. So the larynx is located here, And this is where you have the glottis. If you open your mouth wide and someone looks into your mouth, at this point you notice something that looks like a curtain that covers the passageway. Alright? So that curtain, in fact, everything about your mouth, we usually wonder whether it was meant for food or whether it was meant for language. But everything about your mouth, your teeth, your tongue, up to this point where you have that curtain that covers the passageway, they all have speech functions. They all help. They are all speech organs. If you don't have teeth in your mouth, there will be some sounds that you'll not be able to pronounce. You know that. But you also use teeth to eat. Alright? So sometimes you wonder which one was the primary function. Was it for food? Was it for language? Alright? If you don't have tongue, if somebody cuts off your tongue, that means the person doesn't want you to say something, maybe the truth. Maybe the last truth that you were supposed to say, the person says, okay, let me cut off your tongue. Let me see how you're going to say it. Right? So tongue is also used for speech. But you cannot enjoy your food without the tongue. Because it's what tells you whether the thing is sweet or bitter. Okay? Now, what I want to emphasize is that when you want to pronounce some sounds, that curtain will flip and the sound and the air will pass through the larynx freely. But for some sounds, the glottis will close up. That means that curtain-like organ will flip and close the passageway so that the sound will have to force its way through. Alright? So depending on whether the curtain flips aside or covers the passageway, you have two types of consonant sounds under the state of the glottis. These are the voice sound and the voiceless sound. So under the state of the glottis, a sound can be voiceless, or it can be what? Voiced. Under the state of the glottis, a sound can be voiceless or voiced. Now, a sound is voiceless when the curtain-like structure flips aside and the sound passes through without vibration. Alright? When air passes through freely, when the glottis is open and the air passes through freely, there's no vibration. We call that sound voiceless. Any sound that you pronounce without the vibration of the vocal cords, we call that sound voiceless sound. That means the glottis is open. Nothing is blocking it. Alright? But you pronounce a voice sound when the air has to force its way through the blocked glottis. There will be vibration when you're pronouncing a voice sound. Alright? There's no vibration when you're pronouncing a voiceless sound. Now, note that all vowel sounds are voiced sounds. All vowel sounds are voiced. That's why we don't even need to talk about it under vowel sound. Okay, which one is voiced and which one is voiceless? It was not necessary. Because all vowel sounds are what? Voiced. Okay? But consonants, some consonants are voiced, while some consonants are voiceless. Okay? So under the set of the glottis, we consider a sound whether it is voiced or voiceless. So how do you know that a sound is voiced or voiceless? Place your hand here and pronounce that sound. When you feel a vibration, know that it is voiced. When there's no vibration, know that it is voiceless. Okay, let's just try. Let's try with this one. Is it a voice or voiceless sound? Okay, let's try this one. Is it a voice or voiceless sound? Voice sound. Simple. You can also place your hand here. Is it voice or voiceless? Okay. Is it voice or voiceless? Very good. So it's that simple. Some people can say you should put your hands in your ear. Nothing. You feel something. Right? Good. So that way we can group all the consonants into voiced or voiceless. So open a tabulated space on your note. One side is voiced, one side is voiceless. One side is voiced, one side is voiceless. State of the glottis. So this is voiceless. So you write it under voiceless. Please quickly. In pen is voiceless. In ben is voiced. Write it on the other side. Is voiceless. Is voiced. Okay? You can use the same text to do it on your own. Is voiceless. Is voiced. Is voiceless. Is voiced. In fan is voiceless. In van is voiced. Is number 11. In thought is voiceless. In though is voiced. In sing is voiceless. In zoo is voiced. In ship is voiceless. In pleasure is voiced. Is voiceless. This is voiceless. Is voiced. Is voiced. Is voiced. Alright? We call them nasal sounds. They are voiced. They are all voiced sound. Is a lateral sound, is voiced. Is voiced. The best place to test it is here. Is voiced. Is voiced. Yeah, is voiced. Is voiced. So that way you have grouped the consonant sounds in English into voiceless sounds and voiced sounds, or voiced sounds and voiceless sounds. Okay, so sometimes in exam they might bring a particular sound and ask you whether it is voiced or voiceless. So you need to know that. Then let's look at place of articulation. Place of articulation. in place of articulation, we are considering where the articulators meet in order to bring about the sound, where the articulators meet, where the sound organs meet in order for the sound to occur. Where do the articulators meet in order for the sound to be pronounced? Where do they meet? That's place of articulation. And call it point of articulation. So we have active and passive articulators. We have active and passive articulators. The active articulators usually move to where the passive articulators are. The passive articulators do not move, they just stay one place. But the active articulators will move. So that's why they are active. Okay? The active articulators are given to movement. The passive articulators do not move. They stay in one place. So it is the active articulators that usually go to meet the passive articulators for the sound to take place. So under place of articulation, we can describe a sound as bilabial. Under place of articulation, we can describe some consonants as bilabial sounds. Bilabial sounds. Examples of such sounds are bilabial sounds are because they are produced with the two lips coming together, the upper and the lower lips coming together. The two articulators are active. The two articulators are active. So you use the lips to pronounce the bilabial sound. Use the lips to pronounce the bilabial sound. Use the two lips to produce the bilabial sound. And the two articulators, the lower and the upper lips, are active because they move towards each other. You can also have the velar sound. The velar sound or you also have the dental sound. Dental sound. A dental sound involving the teeth and the tongue. You also have alveolar sound. Alveolar sound. Velar sounds include nt, d. These are the alveolar sounds. The active articulator moves towards the teeth ridge to pronounce the alveolar sound. Then you have the labiodental sound. Labiodental sound. Labiodental, that's so called because it involves the lips and the teeth. The lower lips and the teeth. The lower lips and the upper teeth. Labiodental, lips and teeth. And then you also have the palatal sound. Palatal sound. Yeah. Then we also have the post-alveolar sound. Post-alveolar sound. As in, so those are some of the descriptive terms for consonant sounds under place of articulation. Then we have manner of articulation. That is the way the sound is produced. We have manner of articulation, which is the way the sound is produced. The way the sound is produced. Manner of articulation. How the sound is produced. Under manner of articulation, we have the nasal sound. The nasal sound. In the nasal sound, the air passes through the nose. The air passes through the nose. Like, Then you have the plosive sound. Plosive sound. In the plosive sound, the articulators meet and suddenly part to create an explosion. A sound that looks like an explosion, like P, B, T, D, K, G. So these are plosive sounds. The articulators meet and then suddenly part to create an A of explosion, like in point, born, go. Then you also have fricative sound. Fricative sound. Fricative sound. Remember, the class is recorded. Last week's class was uploaded on YouTube. I don't know whether you saw it. So this class will also be uploaded on YouTube. Okay? So you simply search for my name on YouTube. Alright? When you search for your item, you see my channel. I have about 130 something followers. So that's the one you check. Maybe later in the day or tomorrow you'll see the class posted. Okay, the one of last week was also posted. Alright? But once you get to the channel, remember to subscribe. click on the subscription button. All right? So that you'll be notified when I make a post. So we have fricative sound. Fricative sound like so these are fricative sound. So the articulators come together in the fricative sound, but they will not pass suddenly. They pass slowly so that the air passes through and creates a slight friction. All right, like in fan. All right, but this one creates like an explosion, sudden parting to create a sort of explosion, like in point. But this for fricative sound, there's a friction so that the air passes through slowly, like in. So in all these sounds, we call them fricative. Then we have the lateral sound, which is just and then we have the approximant or the semi-vowel. These are consonants, but they sound like vowel sounds. That's amazing. Like the wo in win and ye in you and in road. They have vowel qualities, but they're actually consonant sounds. Okay? So that is where we are going to end our class for today until next week. Have a blessed day.